Hello there, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to this short catch up with Sonny stream, aka a channel update, which is something that I just really wanted to do because I have a lot to talk to you guys about concerning the channel, concerning Kat and I, what's going on in our lives, future plans, schedules, all that good stuff. And instead of just writing it all out and putting it in a community update over on YouTube, I thought this is a better way to do it. Then I can just talk to you freely, full transparency, and then you also get the chance or the opportunity to ask some questions if you have any during the stream. So it's not going to be a long stream. It's not a typical catch up with Sunny where we go on for about 1 or 2 hours or something. It's going to be a short one, but I really appreciate those of you who joined me here live and also those of you guys who decided to watch the video afterwards on the replay just to yeah hear what I have to say about everything that is going on. Um, but yeah, as I said, first off, thank you so much to everybody who's watching right now. I see a lot of familiar names in the comments. You are, of course, still very much welcome to, as it says in the headers, um, to submit a question through Streamlabs or Super Chat and donate and all that. But it's definitely not. It's not necessary at all. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat. I want to make sure that I can answer as many of your questions as possible. Um, and just to alleviate like anyone out there who are like, oh, what's going on? Is it something bad? Don't worry, it's not necessarily bad or anything. It's just a lot of stuff that we've been dealing with. I'm sure many of you have seen the updates that I have put out on YouTube and other places where we haven't been able to do like a set schedule for a while, like the usual schedule that the one that we normally do. And I've been very there's been a lot of uncertainties when it comes to like when can we watch any new shows, when are we going to add anything new, what is the release schedule even at the moment, and it's been a lot of juggling with things and with the channel and other things going on in life. So let's just try and take it from the top. I'll just go through it slowly with the updates that I do have. And then you can, of course, ask some questions, as I said. But yeah, first things first. Just so yeah, again, full transparency. You know what's going to happen at least this week, the one that we're going into now. And I do realize if you watch this video like weeks from now, months from now, this is not going to make much sense. But just for right now, where we are at the end of June 2021, um, the last week here, and the beginning of July. It's it is the beginning of July, right? Yeah, it is. For the remainder of this week, we're not gonna be able to do anything more than the live shows, the shows that are currently airing. So that means Loki and The Bad Batch. Those are the ones that I'm still gonna try and get out. We're still gonna watch them, and they're gonna come out. You know, Loki Wednesday as soon as I can get it out. Bad Batch Friday as soon as I can get it out. But when it comes to the other shows that we're watching that are not airing at the moment, that means Naruto and The Legend of Korra. We're gonna have to push those a little bit. Again, I know it's something that happens a lot, is delays. And the reason why I'm doing this now is also so hopefully I can get to a point where I can get back into the groove of things and I don't have to make delays all the time. And something that's also very important for me and for Kat as well, and many of you guys have been submitting comments or posting comments on some of the community posts where you're saying that you've seen other YouTubers burn out, trying to meet the demand, so to say, or trying to put out content all the time, and then they burn out and they shut down the channel and they can't do it anymore. We do not want to get to that point where we don't have the energy to do anything at all. So we rather want to focus on some of the things that we have to focus on right now, and still getting a little bit of content out there, and then hopefully catch up at some point. We're still planning on watching some Korra, both this week and next week, and I'm probably still going to be able to get those, full length reactions out on Patreon, for our dear patrons, because they are the lifeblood of the channel. They are the ones who enable me and like in Cat and to do all of this. It is because of the patrons and their patronage, and their support. So yeah, that's I still want to be able to get something out. But the reasons why we have to do some of this, one of them being what I just told you, we do not want to burn out. Another one is, and this is very much a good thing, and some of you guys have probably heard about this. Both Kat and I, we are in a trivia competition called the First Class League, which is the development league for the movie Trivia Schmodown, which is a big trivia league, and I guess it's one of the only, if not the only, professional movie trivia league in the world. And we have a match coming up, like both of us. We have matches coming up at the beginning of next week. Kat is starting up for hers, and I am starting up for mine. For me, it's a Star Wars match. No big surprise there. And I do know a lot about Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. You all know this. But I still need to study up, because some of those questions can get really, really difficult. So I really have to focus on that now, because I haven't had time to do that at all. I really have to watch a lot of Star Wars this week, and at the beginning of next week, or the weekend and the beginning of next week before my match on July 6th. So yeah, that's something that we definitely do have to focus on. There's also some stuff going on, like private wise, with family, and it is not something that I really want to get into, necessarily here publicly on the channel, but it is something that's also going on, um, that weighs heavily on my mind, at least. So it's sometimes difficult to not think of some of that stuff. Yeah, so that's really the way that, at least this week, is going to go. Is, as I said, just the shows that are airing right now. Those are the ones that I'm still gonna put up on both Patreon and YouTube. So that means Loki and the Bad Batch next week. I'm really hoping that I can catch up on some of the, um, Legend of Korra reactions and some more Naruto stuff. Get that out, on Patreon, both full length reactions, early reactions, and then starting to post them on YouTube again as well. So still, as always, keep an eye on the community page here on YouTube, so that you know what is going on. And if I do anything like this again, if I make another video or live stream just to talk to you guys about everything that's going on, then make sure to take a look at that as well. But yeah, as you're saying, study time, homework assignments, it's nice homework when it Star Wars. It's not bad. It's just I haven't really had time to do it, and I really want to focus on it. Want to study up, make sure that I know everything that I need to know so that I can win that Star Wars match. I unfortunately lost the first match I played in the FCL, which wasn't a Star Wars match. It was a singles match, a normal match where you can get asked questions, in any genres, any movie franchises. I did, like, they did still ask me some Star Wars questions, and I aced all of those. So let's just, cross fingers that I can do that in the actual Star Wars match that is coming up. All right, and then there's also another issue, and this is something that the patrons definitely know about, because for a while I've been using Vimeo as like a secondary video platform, both for our full-length reactions or the watch-alongs over on Patreon, but also I've been using Vimeo. I'm not doing it as much now as I used to do, but I did use Vimeo a lot as a, click the link in the description and watch the reaction sort of deal. Did it with all of Avatar: The Last Airbender and some other stuff as well here and there. And there's unfortunately an issue where there's just too much traffic, too much data going on, data traffic going on over on our Vimeo channel. And if I have to um, keep it like the way that it is, then I have to pay a lot of money for them to keep my videos there and how they are at the moment. So I've really been trying to come up with, okay, how can I change this up so I don't have to necessarily go out and find another alternate video platform, or uh, maybe even not delete but just hide all of the Avatar: The Last Airbender videos, for example, if the links aren't working. And a lot of back and forth with some people over at Vimeo. I've been talking to a really nice dude actually who's been helping me out a lot, and he's being very patient. And we've come up with a solution that hopefully that's gonna solve the problem, where it's a thing where I can go in and I can replace a lot of those videos over on Vimeo, and I can replace them with much smaller file sizes, because now I've learned a lot more, using and editing with Adobe Premiere Pro. So now I know how to make the file sizes way, way smaller and not really sacrifice any of the quality per se. So that's the plan, that I'm slowly gonna have to replace all of those videos on Vimeo with new versions that are much smaller in file size, and then hopefully we can keep using Vimeo and it's still gonna be the same links. I don't have to change those, and as I said, I don't have to go out and look for a new video platform service, even though there are many different ones out there. But yeah, it's that's another thing that's gonna take a little while to yeah, take care of. Another those one of those things that just came in from left field and just threw a wrench in the entire machinery. So I had to delay and delay again with a lot of the stuff that we are doing. Um, All right, but so far so good. And just to reiterate, and then you guys are more than welcome to ask some questions afterwards. So yeah, to reiterate, this week and possibly the next one as well is just going to be the live shows, the shows that are airing at the moment. Loki and the Bad Batch, they're still gonna come out as usual, both on YouTube and Patreon. Then I'm gonna try, and we're gonna try to watch as much Legend of Korra and Naruto as we can squeeze in there in our daily schedules, and get those, at least some full length reactions out on Patreon. And then I'm gonna try and use next week to really catch up with much of that, and then we can get back to how things how I want things to be on YouTube, with regular updates, schedules. That if you look at a schedule and you see, hey, Legend of Korra episode is gonna come out on Thursday or something, then it is coming out on Thursday. I really want to stick to the schedules, and I hate when I can't stick to the schedules. Um, so yeah, that's at least what it looks like for the next few weeks. What I'm doing, and again the reasons why being that a lot of stuff coming in from left field, changes I have to make, um, studying that we have to do with the trivia matches, and then of course, as always, Kat is very busy with her jobs. One of the jobs, though, the teaching job is winding down a lot now. And then the other one is gonna, like, she's gonna spend more time on the other job, as her other job as a research assistant. So that's gonna take up a lot of time as well. But hopefully, when she is, down to just one full-time job instead of two part-time jobs, she's going to be able to focus a bit more, and not be as scattered, and she's going to be able to join me for some more reaction stuff. And just when it comes to, because I saw some people mentioning something about future reactions, and it's also in the thumbnail, future plans, you know. And yeah, of course, we are thinking about what to watch next, and we have been saying this for a long while that we're gonna put out a poll once we're done with The Legend of Korra, and then it's gonna be an initial like big poll over on Patreon where there are gonna be many options, and blah, blah, for all of you guys out there asking about Attack on Titan, because that's still a daily thing. People ask about that one. Yes, it's gonna be on the poll, obviously. I kind of expect that that one might win, but you never know. We're still gonna throw in some more options as well. I know Invincible, that's another one that people would like to see us, react to, and it's a show that I really want to watch because so many people have said so many nice things about it. Um, and yeah, it might be something where we can start both Attack on Titan and Invincible. Like if those two win or if they get the most votes, those two, then I have a little idea or plan where I want to start both shows at at the same time, and then one episode of Attack on Titan and one episode of Invincible each week, and then once we are done within the first season of Invincible, which is only 8 episodes if I'm not mistaken, then we can go into 2 episodes of Attack on Titan per week, just like we're doing with Korra. But that's not for sure. As I said, it's going to be a poll. It's going to be a big poll over on Patreon. Lots of stuff to choose from. And then the I think it's the top four um, shows, the 4 shows with the most votes, is then going to be transferred over to a smaller poll that's going to be on YouTube. And um, the show or the shows that get the most votes over there, that'll be the winners, so to say. And yes, something like Castlevania or Dragon Prince, like you guys are mentioning, that will definitely be on the initial poll as well. Um, yes, I think that's pretty much what I have to say, at least. Unless, yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, or if you want me to clear anything up, if any of what I just said, if it wasn't really that clear to you guys, if I was mumbling, because I do that sometimes, then please let me know. And I also did notice a super chat that came in from Sanne Olsen, aka my mom. Thank you so much. You really don't have to, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you, Mom, for supporting. Um, yeah, my parents are some of our biggest supporters. I don't think that comes as a surprise at all. Um, all right. Hoople saying, I think both YouTube, Patreon polls would be good. That's nice. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Or good to read, I guess. And also, Kat says hi to all of you guys. I think she's in the shower now or something. But she wanted me to say hi to you guys as well. And I know I haven't done anything live in a long while, and we especially haven't done anything live in a long while. Both these live streams on YouTube, which I did say last time around that it's not going to be as much of a weekly thing as it used to. It's more when I have the time to do so, if I can get some guests, if there's anything in particular to talk about. And then Twitch. I want to get back to streaming on Twitch. It's just with everything that's going on, that's the thing that had to go first, unfortunately. But I want to get back into it. And there was another thing with Twitch that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I might actually do a Twitch stream before my match on Tuesday, where you guys can come in and just ask me anything Star Wars. Just go nuts when it comes to movies and Clone Wars, Rebels, and The Mandalorian, because those are the yeah. That's what I'm gonna get questions about in the match, the movies and those 3 shows. But yeah, please, when you see that I'm going live on Twitch and I'm gonna put out an announcement on YouTube as well, please come over and just fire away. I need the training, so just go nuts. Difficult questions, easy questions, trick questions. Give me your all. And thank you for all the kind words in the chat right now as well. Thank you, Sarai. And yeah, we really want to take care of our health as well. Yeah. English. Oh, thank you, Rashad. That's very kind of you. Uh, Thank you, Ramiro, as well. Oh, and we got another super chat. Fred Farkle just found you guys a couple of weeks ago, and I really appreciate your content. Oh, thank you. We really appreciate you watching our content and joining in on live streams and everything. Thank you. Um, Hey, and Timothy, not so much I can spend, but here a little support. Oh, thank you, Timothy. That's so nice of you. Appreciate all the support, be it um, Super Chat or Streamlabs, Patreon, a like, a comment, a subscribe, or whatever it is. Just having you guys here, it's always a big help. And thank you, JB. I'll be sure to pass that along to Major Dad. And I hope him and I we can watch some World War II or World War One or just history related stuff again in the future. Soon, soon, soon. Hey Sergio, did you miss the announcement? Yeah. So but I can sum it all up again here. I wasn't planning on doing much more than 25, maybe 30 minutes, which we're closing in on now. So unless you guys have any other questions, I'm just gonna do one last like summary of everything that I've said, and then I'm gonna end the thing and get back to studying. I was just in the middle of watching Solo actually and writing down a lot. I'm really going into detail. I think I can almost like show you just, and I hope there are no other first class league competitors right now. We're just gonna take a screenshot of my notes and be like, ah, gotcha. But at least, something like this, just I just started watching Solo, so it's just a lot of information and a lot of information about, yeah, what names and numbers and what characters are saying, and yeah, because it can get really deep cut with those Star Wars questions. All right, I see any questions that popped up. Oh, pre-sale Black Widow tickets for the theater. Hooble. Damn. I think we actually get the movie a couple of days before it like really opens up in the US, but we are planning on watching it at home so that maybe we can make a reaction out of it. Black Widow, that is. And also some people I see some people talking about the European championships, football championships or soccer championships, and yeah, of course, watching and rooting for Denmark, which are like wow, I had no idea they were gonna. When they had their match against Russia, I was like, yeah, that's like we're out. We're not gonna. Yeah, they're not going to win, and shame on me for not having faith in my country. So, but now it's going great. um, Embrace asking movie reactions for Schmodown study. Maybe at some point. It's not a lot of reaction or react. I can't really react to any Star Wars content because I've seen all of it. But if I get another match after that Star Wars match, and if I win that one, we'll see. We'll see if I'm gonna do any movie reaction watch-alongs as a study thing. But I still also want to mention, for those of you who didn't hear it before, that I am gonna do a Twitch stream before my match, July 6th, where you are more than welcome to join, and I'm just gonna be playing something. We can maybe decide that during the stream as well. But the important thing with that stream is that you join and you ask me as many Star Wars questions as you can come up with or as you can find, and we're gonna do a little study session there. That's I thought that that could be fun at least. I hope you're right, Onua Bake. Denmark, England in the semi-finale. Yeah, although like some of my best friends are both like their mom is like it's Zach and Alex. You've met them before on the channel, maybe they've been on the channel before. And their mom is from England, and their father is from Denmark. So you know they're both Danish and English, and they're very torn. If it comes to Denmark versus England in the semifinals, they're gonna be very torn. But I'm gonna, of course, root for Denmark because I'm just Danish, plain old Danish. Okay, any other questions before I do a quick summary um, of everything I've said so far? Oh, you pronounce my name as Honor, by the way. Okay, Honor, I will. Thank you. All right. And I see, Brace, the Star Wars Christmas special, that they're not gonna ask any questions about that. It's just episodes 1 through 9, Solo, Rogue One, and then the three series, Clone Wars, Rebels, and The Mandalorian. So uh, that's pretty much it. And how many kilos does Grogu weigh? That I do not know, Hoople, because I don't think that's information that's I don't think that that's anything they don't tell us that inside of the show. I'm sure you can find somewhere like how much the puppet weighs. um, or maybe the information is out there. That's not a question I expect to come up though. Oh man. Hey, Chloe. How you doing? All right. Doesn't seem like there are any more questions really. So it's just gonna be one quick summary for me here. Just what I've been saying so far, and then we're gonna end the stream. Okay, yeah, so to summarize, this week and the next week, only thing for certain there when it comes to content, coming out on YouTube and Patreon is the live shows, the shows that are airing at the moment. So that's Loki and The Bad Batch, still gonna come out both on YouTube and on Patreon. And then I am gonna do my absolute best to catch up with some of the Korra stuff, Naruto stuff, put out a lot of full-length reactions on Patreon, and then catch up with early reactions, get back to some sort of schedule, normal schedule at some point. I'm gonna let you know when, but it's not gonna be this week, not gonna be the next week, so maybe the week after that. Um, and the reason for that was because of, yeah, we have to study up for our trivia matches and then a bunch of other stuff that's going on in our daily lives that takes up a lot of time. Plus the Vimeo thing that I also mentioned with the other video platform that I'm using as a sort of a backup and as a Patreon thing. I'm gonna have to make some changes to that one and replace a lot of videos, so that's gonna take some time as well. And um, I think that was pretty much it, right? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. My mind is still all over the place, and as you guys just saw, I'm in the middle of studying, watching Star Wars, and writing down a bunch of things. But I think that was pretty much it. And yeah, okay. Any questions here at the very end, and then I'm gonna end the stream. From Jeremiah's. Question: If Luke saved Grogu, what actually happened to Grogu when The Force Awakens began? We saw Luke watching alone with R2, his temple getting burned down. Well, there are no clear answers to that one just yet. I think we're gonna have to wait and see, but I have a theory that Grogu was not at the Jedi Temple when Kylo Ren um, burned it down. So that's why we don't hear anything about it. We don't see anything there. It could very well be that Grogu was there and died, unfortunately. But I have a theory that Luke didn't really take Grogu and like to the temple and wasn't planning on Grogu becoming an apprentice. Really, it's just teaching him the ways of the Force, and then at some point Grogu's gonna get back to the Mandalorian, to Din Djarin. So that's my theory, at least. That's my theory. Okie dokes. But I think that's gonna do it for this short live stream, this little channel update here, where I could just tell you about some of the stuff that's been going on. A little transparency, so you know why there have been so many delays and why we're not getting back to a normal schedule just yet. Um, Oh, and I guess I can also mention again, for those of you who didn't hear that, but when it comes to new shows, we're still planning on doing the big poll over on Patreon once we're done with The Legend of Korra, or getting towards the end of it on Patreon, and then the four shows with the most votes there gonna go on to a smaller poll over on YouTube, and then we'll see what wins, and then we're gonna be watching that. That's gonna take over from The Legend of Korra, and also mentioned that we want to do a movie reaction for Black Widow. Want to look more into doing movie reactions in general. But we'll see. We'll see. It all depends on how much time we do have, and how we can balance all of it without just totally burning out, which is something we do not want to. All right. That's gonna do it. No more questions. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for the many kind words. It was so nice to just see your names pop up again. I hate that I haven't been able to do a lot of live streaming recently, but it will hopefully change in the future, and we can have some more of this going on. Some more interactions, both here on YouTube and on Twitch. But yeah, thanks again so much for joining this one, for listening to me, asking questions, um, and give you yeah, as you're saying, Timothy, a real-time update. And then, yeah, and Kat says hi again. Just wanted to say that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this one, listening to me, and I'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.